We've watched as the people have struggled throughout history to stay faithful to the Lord and His commandments. The God of the universe has been merciful. He's granted them goodness and grace and mercy time and time again. But in today's reading, it's not that that grace gives out, but it's that there's finally a full measure of reckoning for the grievous sins they have done. They've only gotten worse. It shows how much they're in need of a Savior. Today's reading is sad. It's tragic. We watch the complete collapse of Israel as the people are sent into exile, as the temple is burned, as the king is taken away, as his sons are killed. The attack has been long. This was not a quick or swift battle. We see that the nation has been under attack from Babylon, and that the city of Jerusalem had Nebuchadnezzar and his army pressed against it, so that no one could get in and no one could get out. There had been such a severe famine inside of the city of Jerusalem. There's no food left to eat after numerous months. And then in verse 4, we see the city wall has been broken through. And then you see that they find Zedekiah, and they take him and his sons, and they kill his sons in front of his eyes, and then gouge out his eyes, and then put him in chains and take him to Babylon. And the entire nation walks out as slaves from their homeland to go live in Babylon, which they will for the next 70 years. This entire nation, except for the very small children, if they live a long age, they're going to die in exile. Now, there's a small remnant that is left behind. The poorest of the land were allowed to stay there, and that's great. Like, that shows a small piece of mercy, but for a large part, the entire nation is taken away. And the temple that Solomon had just built, and we had just seen how beautiful it was, and it was this place of meeting between God and mankind, it is burned and completely obliterated, and the fine things are taken out of the temple and given to other kingdoms. Like, it's so sad to watch happen, but that is the price of walking away from God. You can't have it both ways. You can't have everything of the world, but yet the promises of God. He's not going to give His glory to idols. He's not going to let His goodness look like it's coming from these mimicked areas or these other masters. It's not the way that it works. And so we do see God's hand is heavy upon His people, but rightfully so, because God does not just say, oh, well, to our sin, there is a great need for a Redeemer. Though today's reading and today's episode is somewhat sad, it just shows us how much we are in need of a Messiah, of a Savior, of a Redeemer. And He's coming shortly. Not yet. The people are still going to go through many years of trial, but there is a Redeemer.